Hello, hello, my beautiful followers and anybody who comes here to my show. You're radiant life after 45. And I guess that you are a woman because this is the whole platform. Win-Win Women is a global platform where women can learn anything from experts like me and so many others in all areas of life. So my show, I'm the host of the show, Your Radiant Life After 45. It's for women who want more from life, better health, more success in their business, in their relationships, in life overall. And I am so happy that you are here, and hopefully you will come every Saturday when my show starts at 3 o'clock, that's 12 Pacific time, and you see that because my show is scheduled like that in Pacific time. Okay, so today is Earth Day. Happy Earth Day. Every year on April 22nd, we celebrate Earth Day, and today that's my show day. So it's a day dedicated to raising awareness about environmental issues and the need to protect our planet. This day reminds us of nature's beauty also, so we become more aware of the incredible gift that we have, that nature brings us every moment, and the wonder, and then our responsibility to be good stewards of the earth. We mark Earth Day once again, and it's more important than ever that we deepen our commitment to caring for our planet and preserving its resources, not just for us, but even for future generations to flourish. The Earth is our home, and we rely on its resources for our survival. It provides us with clean air, clean water, fertile soil to grow our food. The Earth is also home to countless species of plants and animals, each of which plays a vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Yet, despite its importance, our planet is facing unprecedented challenges, including climate change, deforestation, pollution, and the loss of biodiversity. These challenges require urgent action, and each and every one of us has a role to play in addressing them. We can start by making simple changes in our daily lives, such as reducing our use of plastics, conserving water, and maybe using public transportation or biking instead of driving. Or what about simply walking? What's wrong with that? We humans are made to walk, right? We can also support policies and initiatives that promote sustainability and protect our environment. But caring for our planet requires more than just individual actions. It requires a deep collective commitment to preserving our natural resources and ensuring its sustainability for generations to come. No country can do this alone. We must all come together as, I would say, earthlings. Yes, humans who have inhabited the earth to do whatever we want to do. We are the only creatures on this earth that do what we want to do. All other creatures are restricted somewhat by through their biology. But we can do what we want, and that freedom is not only a danger to us humans, but the entire inhabitants of the earth, all animals on land and the waters, and all trees and plants and the soil, the air, the water, and even the element of fire. This means caring for all, or getting out of the way and letting nature restore its natural balance. So since we need to do more than what we can do ourselves in our personal lives, we should invest in renewable energy. And we can do this in our homes, but then we can also promote this to our governments and communities, yes? Investing in renewable energy, protecting our forests and oceans. And I see the ocean every day because I live right at the ocean. I'm so fortunate to live still in a pristine environments in the Bahamas. But there is no place on Earth that is not threatened. But we must support the efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. It is really crucial now. Let me tell you, sometimes I think about this. If all humans were eradicated from the Earth, our planet would still suffer from our mistakes for, I don't know how many, maybe a decade or longer. Especially the climate change we caused carelessly may go on for quite a while. And yet, I believe that the Earth would be in perfect balance and flourish again in less than 100 years. That's without us on the planet. But we want to stay, right? So we better take care of our planet. As we work to address our planet's environmental challenges, we must also remember the importance of empathy and compassion. The Earth is not just a collection of resources to be exploited for our benefit. It is a living, breathing entity that deserves our respect and care. We must recognize that the health and well-being of the planet are intrinsically linked to our own health and well-being, and that our actions have far-reaching consequences for us within our lifetime and beyond. So in conclusion, Earth Day is a reminder of the importance of caring for our planet and preserving its resources for future generations. It is a call to action for all of us to deepen our commitment to sustainability and to work together to address our planet's environmental challenges. Let us take this opportunity to reflect on nature's beauty and wonder and renew our commitment to protecting the Earth, which is our only home. And my God, when you see this from space, how this marvel of beauty just sits there in this huge universe. There is nowhere else to go. From ancient times, humans have recognized that the world around us is made up of 4 fundamental elements. And this is what I want to speak about now, the 4 elements and how they connect not only to the Earth, but also to us, our bodies. And those 4 fundamental elements are water, earth, air, and fire. And these elements are the building blocks of all things in the universe, not just this Earth, even in the universe. And they interact with each other in complex and beautiful ways. But on our Earth, it is just the perfect connection, the fire is not too hot, the sun doesn't burn us, the air is just perfect, it has just the perfect amount of oxygen. And so all of the elements are perfectly designed for life to flourish on Earth. But also let's explore each of those elements and their significance, really. So water is perhaps the most essential element of life on Earth. It started all with water, and even today, it covers more than 70% of our planet's surface, and it is vital for our survival. Actually, for the survival of all living organisms. It plays a key role in regulating Earth's climate as well. And of course, it supports many ecosystems, from coral reefs, which I'm very much aware of in the Bahamas. We and many other beautiful places have beautiful corals, and the corals are dying. And that is so horrific. So it's because of warming oceans. But water is also a symbol of purity, clarity, and renewal. It is often used in spiritual practices to cleanse and purify the body and the soul. So let's talk about the element of earth. The element of earth represents stability and grounding and foundation. It is the substance that makes up the physical world, right? Including the rocks, mountains, soil, the minerals that provide us with the resources such as food and shelter. The earth element is associated with the qualities of nurturing, fertility, and growth. It is also associated with the seasons of autumn and winter and summer and spring. Autumn and winter are times of rest, reflection, and renewal. And even though we are in spring now in this part of the world, in other parts of the world, on the other beyond the equator, it's reversed. So, but anyway, I don't want to sidetrack here. Let us get into the element of air. It is the element that we breathe, and it is essential for the survival of all living organisms. Air is also associated with the qualities to freedom and creativity and expansion. It is the element that carries our thoughts, our ideas, and it is often associated with the realm of the mind. Yes? The air element represents also movement, communication, and intellect, because that's how we communicate. There are frequencies. Our thoughts have frequencies. Our word has to travel through the air. But anyway, I just want to finish all of the elements. So let me go into the next element, which is the element of fire. Fire represents transformation, energy, passion. It is the element that provides warmth, light, and the energy that fuels our world. Fire is associated with the qualities of courage as well, and strength and power. It is often used in spiritual practices to symbolize purification, transformation, and the power of creation and also destruction. And we see this so much, the destruction of wildfires, right? Yes. The sun. In addition to the four classical elements, the sun is often considered a fifth element in many spiritual traditions. The sun is the source of light for our planet. And warmth, well, it also shines on the moon, correct? Or is it a reflection from the earth? Anyway, it is, we definitely need the sun, not just for warmth, but also for light, because it sustains life on earth. It is a symbol of consciousness in the spiritual way, of awareness, enlightenment. The sun is also associated with the qualities of vitality, power, and growth. You know that no plant grows in the darkness. Well, there may be very few, but you need to put your potted plant somehow into the sun. Even if it's the shade, the sun is still there. Anyway, in conclusion, the four elements of our world, water, earth, air, and fire, are essential components in our earth and also components of our physical and spiritual existence. Each element has its own unique qualities and significance, and together they form the foundation of our world. So by understanding and respecting the interplay of these elements, we can deepen our connection to the natural world and gain insights into the mysteries of the universe. These 4 elements also have a profound connection to our physical bodies. And understanding this connection can actually help us achieve greater balance and harmony within our own physical bodies. The earth element, when it comes to our physical body, represents the physical body itself. It comprises of all of the elements that gives us form and structure. For example, our bones, our muscles, our tissue, everything that makes up our physical bodies. So the earth element is also associated with the sense of touch and the sensation of our physical existence. We work with the earth element when we feel grounded and connected to our physical body. Very often when we need to ground ourselves, we just feel our, maybe even extend the soles of our feet to the center of the earth, right? So we ground ourselves to the earth and we feel the power of this physical body, that physical body temple. And then the air, the element of air represents the breath, the rest of the entire and the entire respiratory system. It is the element that we breathe in and out. And it is associated, of course, with our lungs, also with our diaphragm, with the chest, with this entire area of our body that we can extend and allow to grow, actually, to bring more energy and more air and more oxygen in our bodies, right? The air is also associated with the sense of smell and the ability to communicate, of course, our thoughts and ideas. Because when we speak, air is needed, right? You cannot form a word without exhaling air. So when we practice deep breathing exercises or pranayama, if you know about yoga, we are working with the air elements to bring balance, energy, and calm into our body. Or actually, when you know pranayama, then you know you can create very different states of emotional and mental being, just with your breath, the way you used your breath. And that's so powerful, but I cannot go into this here, but find out about it, how amazing the breath is for all kinds of states, emotional states. Okay, the fire element. The fire element represents the metabolic processes in our bodies that occur within our bodies. It is associated with the digestion and transformation of food to energy and the production of heat and energy. Fire is also associated with the sense of sight and the ability to perceive light. Fire and light are very connected, because when we engage when we need light, right? There is nothing we can actually see without light. And the light comes from where? From the biggest ball of fire in our universe, which is our sun, right? But fire is also associated with that energy. Wow, when you are in menopause, you know that fire that can just jump you from out of nowhere, because that fire somehow generates in your body and and you start to perspire, right? But of course, it also happens when we engage in physical activities. We sweat. Then we work with the fire element, and we can ignite our inner fire to generate passion and energy. You may be sitting somewhere and depressed, but if somebody comes and tells you something that you won the lottery or something that energizes you, just like that, that fire whoosh, just goes through your body and you can feel it. That's the fire element. Okay, the opposite of the fire element is the water element. So the element of water represents the fluids and the liquids within our bodies. It is associated with the blood, the lymph fluid, and other bodily fluids, even our saliva and urine. And yes, we have quite a number of bodily fluids that are circulating through our bodies. Water is also associated with the sense of taste and the ability to enjoy the flavors and textures of food. When we drink plenty of water and stay hydrated, we are working with the water element to maintain balance and harmony within the body. In conclusion, the 4 elements of earth, air, fire, and water have a profound connection to our physical bodies. Do you see this? Have you really gotten this while I connected the different elements to what it means within our body? By understanding and working with these elements, we can achieve greater balance and harmony in our lives and improve our overall health and well-being. Because sometimes when we are hungry, we are actually only thirsty. And sometimes when we don't have energy, maybe we are not well hydrated. So water may not always be the first thing that comes to mind, but it may be the hidden thing that our body reminds us of, that we need to drink more water. Whether through exercise, breathing techniques, or proper hydration and nutrition, we can cultivate a deeper connection to the elements and achieve greater health and vitality in our physical bodies. So take a moment to reflect on your connection to each of these elements and how they relate to your physical body. Through this reflection, you can deepen your personal connection to the world around you and enhance your appreciation for the miraculous ability of your body temple to experience life to the fullest. I want to close with a dear to me, very dear to me, dear to my heart subject, and that is about the protection of animals. We all, most of all, I would say, love our animals. And there are so many who neglect their animals. I see it here in the country where I live, how many stray dogs and cats there are in the wild, because their owners either couldn't care for them anymore or moved somewhere else and just left them behind. Please, please care for animals. I guess you care for your own, but also maybe getting in touch with the Humane Society or help to rescue some of these neglected animals. That would be doing something beautiful for the health and the well-being of our planet. And then, of course, there is wildlife on land and in the ocean. And wildlife is essential to our planet's ecosystem. These creatures play a vital role in maintaining a balance in the environment and in the food chain. I mean, when you see these tiny ants, how busy they are in the forest, or hopefully not in your kitchen, but if you leave something out, they get busy in your kitchen too. They all, even the tiniest creature has a purpose. However, human activities such as pollution, habitat, destruction, overfishing, hunting, have significantly reduced wildlife populations, all kinds, and some are so endangered that there are only maybe a couple of 100,000 left, and others have already been destroyed. There are so many species that do not exist anymore. So protecting wildlife on land and in the ocean is critical to the survival of our planet. And here's why. Firstly, wildlife on land and the ocean contribute to the overall health of our planet's ecosystems. We already know that. These ecosystems are complex, and every species plays a critical role in maintaining the balance of the environment. For example, animals like bees and birds play a crucial role in pollinating plants, which in turn support the growth of what we eat as food. And other plants that we don't eat, but they still need the bees and the birds and other insects. Similarly, marine life, such as plankton, plays a crucial role in the ocean's food chain, providing food for larger marine animals. Secondly, wildlife provides various essential ecosystem services, including carbon sequestration, nutrient cycling, and even water filtration. For example, forests act as carbon sinks. They absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and in return, they produce oxygen. Wetlands act as natural water filters, cleaning pollutants from water and prevent floodings. So loss of wildlife and wild habitat can reduce these essential services, causing severe environmental degradation and impacting human health and well-being directly, impacting it directly. Then thirdly, wildlife tourism actually provides a significant source of income and employment for local communities around the world. So by protecting it, it can also be a source of income and wealth and sustainability for rural areas. Ecotourism in particular is a sustainable way to protect wildlife and support local communities. It provides a unique opportunity for people to experience and appreciate the world's natural beauty while supporting and conserving everything in nature. And it supports local businesses, especially small businesses. Lastly, protecting wildlife is an ethical responsibility. Every living being has a right to life and a place in the ecosystem. Human activities such as hunting and poaching cause immense suffering to the wildlife and can lead to the extinction of entire species, as we have already done. We are morally obligated to protect and preserve these creatures for future generations, our children, our grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and beyond. Otherwise, they may never see wildlife. So in conclusion, protecting wildlife on land and in the ocean is essential for the health of our planet and our well-being. It is our responsibility to ensure that we do not cause any harm to these creatures and their habitats. Okay, so thank you for making today Earth Day make a commitment for every day in your life going forward. I know we can slip, but we can also pick up and do even better. Okay, so this is all for you today. I hope it gave you some ideas, and it will help all of us. Yes? Yes.